As a landlord, you probably want to create a rental agreement that works for you because you know the dangers of not having one. Kentucky landlords must include the terms they want to uphold for the unit, which should consist of landlord-tenant laws and other pertinent information. Welcome back, Loopers. It's Andrew Chung with DoorLoop. Today we'll be discussing the Kentucky Residential Lease Agreement and its various components. As a landlord, a good lease agreement is your safety net, so let's dive in. A lease agreement is essentially a contract signed between the tenant and the landlord. It establishes the rules of living on the property and clarifies expectations for both parties. Variations include subleases, using written permission from the landlord where a new tenant moves in under the original tenant's rules, and roommate agreements, which cover additional tenants living with the original one. There are several crucial components to include in your lease agreement. Firstly, the rent details. Unlike some states, Kentucky doesn't offer grace periods for late rental payments. And while there are no state-regulated late fees, landlords can establish their own within the agreement. Secondly, security deposit details. Kentucky doesn't limit the amount that can be charged as a security deposit, but it must be clearly stated in the agreement and stored separately. Thirdly, lease termination and eviction conditions. Different circumstances require different notices and procedures, so these need to be clearly outlined. Lastly, the right to entry rules. Landlords must provide at least 2 days' notice before entering the rented property. There are also some disclosures required by the Uniform Residential Landlord and Tenant Act, such as the landlord's contact information, a move-in checklist, security deposit holdings, and lead paint disclosures for homes built before 1978. Sounds like a lot, but don't worry, DoorLoop is here to help. DoorLoop is a property management software designed to simplify tasks like this. You can use it to draft and print your Kentucky rental applications or lease agreements without needing a licensed attorney. The platform even allows for electronic lease agreements, which can be auto-filled with your tenant's information and sent securely via your tenant portal for an electronic signature. With DoorLoop, you can also screen tenants, list your vacant units on popular platforms like Zillow and Apartments.com, and turn your documents into reusable templates. So, if you're tired of paper applications and leases, DoorLoop is here to modernize and streamline your property management process. Schedule a demo today. Click on the link in the description below. Now, before we get to some frequently asked questions, make sure to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up so we can get this information to more real estate professionals. And here are some frequently asked questions. Question number 1. How long is a lease agreement for a residential or commercial property? The answer: lease agreements in Kentucky can only be for 1 year, and written leases are required between the tenant and landlord. Question number 2. Is a Kentucky lease agreement legally binding? The answer is yes. Kentucky lease agreements are legally binding as long as both parties agree and sign. Question number 3. Can a lease agreement automatically renew? The answer is yes. These rental agreements can automatically renew if the tenant decides to continue their tenancy. Well, that's it for this video. If you want to join a community with other real estate professionals, join our exclusive Facebook community with a link in the description. And to learn more about property tips, click this playlist here. We'll see you there.